Well, good day friends, and welcome to the channel. Today we'll have a look at the 1956 Ford Victoria, which I bought just the other day. And it is a 3-in-1 as they call it, and it is actually and in fact my very first AMT kit which I bought new. I have some AMT partial kits which I bought as for restoring as glue bombs, which most of them I'm still busy with, but this is the first one which I'm actually bought a new AMT kit. How that goes, well, let's have a look and have a check. Have a check on the box. You see I left the plastic on. There's some reflection there from the window behind me. The reason I left it on because it had that sticker there, so I didn't want to lose that sticker, so I left the plastic onto the lid. You can see how you can build it stock over here. You can see the authentic speed equipment which it has in this kit. You can see the stock version if you choose to build it as a stock, and you can see all the special parts which are in there, and you can choose from in order to build it in the version you would like to build it. There at the bottom of the box, let's have a quick look here. There you go. That won't work. There you have the sprue layout, and you can actually win something. Official licensed product. Here we go. And the tires which are in there, and the stuff which don't eat plastic. Right. And now what's in the box? Let's start with the instruction manual quickly. There you go. It starts right over here. Exploder drawings, engine and so on. It's not a booklet like we know it from Revell, but it's a long piece of paper. Here you are, and it gives you all the different options, racing and not racing. I didn't find anything where it explains to you how you should paint it, so I guess that then is up to you, which is a nice thing about car models. Right, and then it also came with decals. Let us have a quick look at those. Here they are. These are the decals, and they're not bad. Lots of branded decals, and you have you're gonna be my victim, and genuine Ford parts and numbers, and you can go mad here. You can really go, and this ends up very important. M&H tires. So there are lots of branded stuff, Firestone, and then what I didn't have with it, and it was a little bit disappointing, I must tell you. It doesn't have any decals for the dash, and that was a bit of a bummer. I love dash decals, and love to do my dashes nice, and yeah, no dash decals, so that was not very nice. Then let's have a look at the windows. You see there's a front window and the back window, and there's the lights, and there are flip out windows over here, and then there's this big one. You'll see this is a big one, and we cannot really explain why it is there because it doesn't fit anywhere. Well, I'll show you in a minute. Here we go. Then the other thing I have are the tires, and there are quite a few of those. There are 8 tires, and obviously 4 for if you decide to build the stock model. Here they are. There is even branding on them. Not quite sure if my camera will catch that. Yeah, you can see there's brand, and that is something which AMT has and Revell doesn't. For example, they have branded tires. What they also have is that seam in the middle, which probably you can't see right now. Let's see if we can get that in. Here we go. Which you need to work on. There's a little seam in the middle. Apart from that, it looks perfectly fine to me. It looks like the BioSply tires which they had in those days. 4 of those. Then we have the thin tires for the racing version for the front, and even this one is branded. Wonderful, like that a lot. And then we have the cheetah slicks for the back. See, no thread whatsoever. And then also very, very nice Racemaster Dragster sizes, everything on there. Nicely done. I like that. So that is something which AMT certainly does very, very well. The tires, no doubt about it. Also has a steel axle for the back. And let's have a look at the chrome parts. Here you are. There are actually 2, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there's the other one. Here we go. So a lot of optional stuff. As you can see, wheels look different. And if you look at these wheels over here, boy oh boy. Ah, very flashy. Same with the inner ring of the steering wheel. Lots of flash here. That's actually water because I just washed it, so no flash, I'm sorry. So that's not no flash. Put that all back. Actually water, because I just rub them down with what I normally try to do when I open a pack. I wash them down with some water, soap and a little bit of vinegar in it, just to get the grease off, which comes from the factory. So these are the chrome parts. You've got the stock wheels over here, you've got the racing wheels over there, so many choices for you to make how to build this stuff. Otherwise the chrome looks very nice, actually not overdone, just about right. Here that is the stock front end, and the other wheels, beautiful actually. I mean, look at that, that actually looks very nice. I like those. Steering wheel, which is in chrome. I'm not a huge fan. I will dechrome that. And all the other things, oil pan in chrome. I don't think they were chromed, no. Some of the lights. So that is that. And let's have a look at the white stuff. For example, this one. And here you see where there is, and yesterday I had a look at the 57 Rebel, which was also, I think, a 2013 or 2014. This kit also came out in 2013, and you can see they certainly used the old molds, because there is quite a bit of flash on most of the parts, so that will keep you busy for a little bit. Here's the dashboard. Very nicely detailed and everything, so if you have smaller fingers than I am, you can detail it out very nicely. Not quite sure I'm going to do it, as I say. No decals. That is a bit of a bummer. Here you are, and then the seats. Seats are extra, I like that always a lot. Don't put the seats in the inside pan, please. Right, then here we go. More seats. That's all for the stock version, obviously, these kind of seats. You won't have that in the race or dragster version. Here we have steelies, also very flashy, as you can see. Lots of flash on that stuff. Nothing which cannot be handled, mind you. And once I'm finished here, I actually will start, cleaning parts over here. But yeah, it is. Let's be honest, it is not perfect. Right, that would be that. Then we have a look at here. I like that a lot. That's the inside of the doors. You can detail it out before you actually glue it in. I like that a lot. There's one of the doors. The door's actually open, just for interest. So I found that cool. I like that. I think that's cool. Doors open. Wipers over here. And these are actually seats for the race version. These are the bucket seats for the race version. Actually 4 of those, 2 fell off and I washed it. But yeah, there are 4 of those bucket seats, which you can just glue in. Very nice. And look from the back. You can see they have this kind of bottom arrangement for you to glue it in. Then a couple of parts, as I say, which came loose or were loose while I was washing. The reason I'm going to show them to you quickly is for you to see that when you buy this kit, you will be busy dealing with flash a little bit. Same over here. So there's quite a bit of flash to be dealt with. Well, sometimes you have time, you just watch a video, put some music on, and just clean parts off and make them very nice. Here is the bonnet, also flash on that one. Look from the other side, not overly detailed. You can, here's the cutout where you can, if you buy the race version, where you can put the headers which they come out. You can use that. That looks like the backside of a seat over here. And then there's a non-chrome steering wheel, very, very nice. And also part of the interior, I would guess. Here we go. Then let's have a look at the bottom. Now there, the bottom pan and the frame all in one, even the exhaust. Now those who have watched one or two of my videos know that I'm not a fan of that. But that's how it is, that's how they did it, and we'll just have to work with it. Otherwise the detail seems to be alright. A flash, normal. And let's have a look at the pan, inside pan. Still quite a bit of water in there, so don't let that confuse you. Let it air dry normally. Here we go. That's where you put the seats and mold it in gas pedal and brakes. Ejector pin marks, not really visible, which is very nice. There's one over there right in front if you really want to see one, but yeah, that is not an issue at all, because nobody will ever hardly see it. Anyway, that's the inside pan. And then last but not least, let's have a look at the body. See, it says already a built-in roll cage. No, that's just there to keep the body straight, and I appreciate that. Especially because it doesn't have doors, they can come in and will be opening. Now you saw the body is alright. It's alright. It has seam lines and actually quite heavy ones. You can get can cut yourself if you really want to. And that's interesting. I see they are molded in wipers, and I'm not pretty sure with the chrome parts I also saw wipers. But yeah, that's how it is. There's the roof. Everything is, it's a bit sharp, everything, and rough. Yeah, I think it's an old mold. Then, looking from the bottom, I would like to show you what they have. Well, the first thing they have, which is I'm not a huge fan of, are molded in visors, sun visors. I'm not quite sure if you can see that there. Probably not. There you can see it. But what they also have is this part here can be cut out, and then you can put in a sunroof. Now, depending how good my interior comes out, I might want to do that. I think that's awesome thing. So you can actually see, if you do a nice interior, I'm not quite sure I'm going to do it without the decals for the dashboard, but if you do a nice interior, then this is obviously, you cut that out so people can actually see it from the top and don't need to bend down and try to peek through. So that's very nice, I like that. Very sharp. But all in all, this is actually, as I say, my first AMT kit, and I don't mind flash and that kind of stuff. I actually like it. I like it to work with that and clean it up and make it all nice. The only thing which I really have a beef with is it doesn't have any interior decals. Or not interior decals, but cockpit decals, and that is really not very nice. I would have loved it to have some gauges for the cockpit. That would have been perfect, but it doesn't. So we'll make the best out of it and try to make it as exactly as possible. I will check out your videos, how you detail your cockpit, and without decals, and we'll learn from there. Well, thanks very much for watching. There's a 1956 Ford Victoria from AMT, came out 2013, and this is what you will be getting if you buy it. Cheers guys, have a good day.